G'day guys and welcome! My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne. Joining me today are my wonderful Patreons who support my channel, help me keep the lights on, and do all these cool, crazy, wonderful, and amazing things that we do here on the channel. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello, folks at home.
Yay! It's so good to see everyone. We have now nearly full cast here today for today's session, and we have a great show in store for you guys today. Now, before we kick off, guys, we want to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors, the guys who help keep the lights on here. We have three major sponsors for the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, the first of which is Hero Forge, for the wonderful artwork you can see on stream here, whether it's through the character tokens that you can see speaking on behalf of the players that are not on camera, or the tokens that you'll see both on my VTT or on their frames. These are characters made using an amazing and robust 3D model making software that is available from them, that you can not only use to make these cool tokens and assets, but also turn into 3D printable models, both available in color print and paintable premium plastic prints. If you are a 3D printer yourself, you can also get the STLs made, and you can print them yourself in however many you would like. Yeah. So lots of cool stuff. Go check out Hero Forge. It is honestly just such a fun thing to play around with. Next up, we would like to thank Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects that you will hear over the course of today's session. Though our sound effects are a little bit hindered at the moment because I have forgotten to renew my subscription. Hopefully that'll happen this week and everything will be back to business as always. But Sirenscape is a huge library filled with sounds to help you draw the immersion into your game. Whether it's the sound of an undead dragon roaring in the distance, maybe, or perhaps the commands of an elven commander yelling.
Go now, go now.
There we go.
Apparently they are also trying to not drown.
Yeah, apparently. Or the tremors of the arriving of an earth elemental as they wander, careen through a scene that you happen to be in. These and many more are available at the touch of a button, and help bring out the immersion of various games and stuff like that. So go check out Sirenscape if you are interested in upping your next game, because every epic game deserves to sound amazing. And lastly, hey, look at this, the Fantasy Grounds. Fantasy Grounds is our VTT of choice, which allows me to focus on GMing while it does the heavy lifting of maintaining our rules and keeping a massive catalog on the system that we happen to be there in. So, yeah. All right, and before we move on as well, we also want to give a shout out to the Crit Awards. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Crit Awards are an award ceremony that recognizes your favorite TTRPG content creators and industry professionals. If you guys are interested, I'm trying to be in the running for Best Paizo GM of 2024, and as well as our Careful Cantrip series, which we do over on Careful Cantrip. Season 3, hopefully heading in the running for best series of 2024. So if you want to help us out and vote, as Ira is saying, vote early, vote often, follow the link and consider giving us a vote, because what we do is a lot of fun, and stuff like this is just a really good way to recognize people in the community, people in the industry that you have loved, that you have supported, and it gives them a chance to kind of get up onto that stage in front of their peers and be acknowledged for all of their hard work and efforts throughout the year. So and we're also encouraging people to vote in our art category for that, for our dear friend McBluff as well, as a artist who has contributed so much to the various games that they've been watching and hanging out on as both a fan and as a player. So yeah, because we love McBluff. Yay. What next? You guys. Now, guys, every amazing game is built of even more amazing players. And let me now turn it over to my players to tell you about themselves and the characters that they will be embarking on this current quest with, starting with none other than our dear cameroned gentleman. Up there in the top left corner, we have Twiff.
Hello, everyone. I am Twiff, and I am playing Padrig, a spell shot gunslinger. Padrig is a younger fellow who was in school studying to become a wizard. He's the third son of a minor noble house in Korvosa. Then he got framed for murder, kicked out of school, kicked out of his family, disowned. Went and eventually hunted down Gadron Lamb, got revenge, met up with these people, saved the city from a plague and some other stuff. And now we are trying to save the city once more from being taken over by a woman who is potentially in league with an undead dragon or some sort. That's where we are. That's what we're doing. And now I'm still not sure if I should have shot this knoll that we're talking to or not, but here we are. Silence Wizard.
Silence Wizard.
Well, I guess we will find out soon enough. Now, Madam not appearing in this film today is our dear friend Malakisa, who plays the role of Holly, our Osmodian cleric, who is a fairy noble who is on the run from an engagement to a fairy prince, who is trying to learn the world beyond the fairy realms, and has been hit with harsh realities after harsh realities. But throughout all of it, has managed to persevere and come out on top, thanks to the aid of the friends that she has made along the way. Friends such as Quinn, played by our dear friend Aya Janasi.
Hey everyone, I'm Eric Janasi. I play Quinn. She's an investigator, a native to the city of Korvosa. She was seeking the return of her dear friend's daughter when she met up with the current crew that she's running with. These fine people here you see next to me on the screen. And now we are trying to solve this whole riddle of the undead queen in league with the dragon, and we're doing the challenges of Hercules or something like that. I'm teasing,
Yeah.
of course. The Shoanti challenges, and I've got my arrow trained on the knoll, so no need to worry about that.
All right, fair enough. Next up, of course, playing the role of our druidic, shamanistic kitsune, we have none other than Dante, played by our dear friend Rykon.
As Dag said, I am Rykon, and I am playing a Dante, the Kitsune Druid, who is a local to the forests of Korvosa. A friend of his died from overdose of pesh, and he went to search for it. The reason of who was distributing it. On the travels, met with currently who are here, two of the original, out of everybody, and as their travels went through, they take care of a plague, found that the queen won't die from being shot in the head with an arrow, and left Korvosa with the wish of a genie, one of the two. And now they are in the Cinderlands and taking the trials to get their assistance with taking care of the queen and the undead dragon.
Brilliant. That's absolutely true. Next up on our list, a amazing psychic character who is a star-crossed lover to a poor fisherman awaiting their beloved in a far and distant city. We have, of course, Agnes, who's being played by our dearest friend, Laura Bones.
Hello, good evening. Indeed, Agnes, who is, yes, a psychic and a mom, and started this adventure really to, well, set things straight in the city because that's where she lives, and she wanted to make it better for her daughter. And then she's like, well, now this bad thing's happening and that bad thing's happening, and to be honest with you, this adventuring malarkey's death-threatening, but fun, kind of, you know. And she's just scolding her way through the adventure. She scolded a vampire into giving them the cure for the for the plague.
Tis very, very true. The chat says that you're a little bit soft. If you can get a teeny bit closer to the microphone.
Okay, I had an update and might have reset my sound settings. Let me just double check.
But yes, thank you. Cool. Very, very cool. And last but not least, a new member, hopefully, to the party is none other than our amazing and wonderful friend, Bronze, who is being played by our even more wonderful friend, Marcus the Storyteller.
Hello. Yep, I'm Marcus. I am playing the new character Bronze, a Knoll who is from Kaitamaga, who's currently searching the Cinderlands for a man known as the Cinderlander, because Bronze is out there to prove himself as a mercenary.
Oh, also, by the way, I was meaning to tell you this the other day. I actually found out more information about the Colo, if you'd like to know.
Yes.
There is literally no difference between the Colo and the regular Knoll. The Knoll are just the Pathfinder 2e remastered version where they're trying to step away from Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So they've just renamed the Knoll to the Colo.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just reflavored name lights.
Yeah.
Still doesn't change.
It sounds better at least.
We'll just have to world build a tribe of nicer
I do
gnolls.
I do like the name Colo better than Knoll though. So
Yeah, I mean, I think I do too, honestly. I do. But I think for me the rough bit with that one is that you've got the Colo, but then you've got the what are they called? They're called the there's a race of cannibals in Pathfinder. The Kuru. Yeah, the Colo and the Kuru. Kuru are like island cannibals in Pathfinder as well. So, you know, that's probably my only thing is like Colo, Kuru, Colo. Yeah, but
sounds like it would open for interesting opportunity.
yeah,
for
exactly. 100%.
Mistaken
Absolutely.
identity.
And that's what we're all into. Interesting opportunities. And speaking of interesting opportunities, guys, we would like to provide you with said interesting opportunities because honestly, we love having our audience here and we are a very interactive stream, as I'm sure those of you who have been here long enough will know. We invite you to come behind the GM screen and help me run games with these guys as we play. And you can interact through a number of different means. First of all, just by watching the show, you get to earn channel points that you can use at any given time in order to influence the game with insight bonus, inspiration, wandering monsters, tarot readings, and even more. And those of you who are subscribed to the channel, you will earn rewards even quicker than most. For those of you who are feeling particularly generous and want to help Dag with his monthly support of his livelihood, you can donate to gain more tangible rewards as listed in our chat right now. For $5, you can award a red mark to one of my players or a purple mark to me. The red marks represent hero points, which can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. The jinx points, which I would be provided, are these purple tokens that can be used to counteract hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of two decks of cards. Either I will draw from a deck of plot twists, and you will pick one of the three cards that I will draw, and that plot twist will then come into fruition. We have a donation here from our lovely friend Schoolie, who has requested one plot twist and 2 jinx points. We're going to add our jinky points right here. Boop, boop. Thank you so much, my dear friend. And he has picked the first plot twist from the draw. So let's have a look. Our first plot twist draw is a fleeting glimpse. Interesting. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. Fleeting glimpse is our plot twist. And that then just goes here, and I will try to incorporate that into today's session. Alternatively, the second deck that I will draw from for the $10 reward is the Heroic Action deck, where a player of your choice will gain a unique one-use free Heroic Action to use during the course of the game. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20, which, hey, is a natural 20. Because why roll a natural 20 when you could just have one? So, yep, for $20, you get the nat 20. For $50, you can provide a magic item to a player of your choice. This can be a designed homebrew item that you've created. This can be an item that you want me to create. Or you can give them an item from their wish list. Alternatively, if you're feeling a little callous, you can always use the $50 to increase the difficulty of the battle that they are in, making a minion into a boss into a super boss, and a super boss into an oh god, it's got Dante, it's taken Dante away, oh god, Dante's been eaten. So, that's what that is. And lastly, we have our $100 secret menu item. The secret menu item is something we only talk about at the start of the show, and it is a game changer, a world bender. It changes the whole scope of the plot, and it comes with a massive thank you, of course, because it is a big part of what we do. So the $100 secret menu item. As our group is currently on a quest to try and complete the trials of the Shoanti barbarians, in honor of my friend who has just raided us, Robert Hartley, GM, you bloody beautiful and amazing legend, you. Welcome in, and thank you for bringing your incredible community here. It is always a pleasure to see you, my friend. We are going to do something in honor of our friend's birthday a couple of weeks ago, and the challenges that they have done for all of their friends online to assign their stats. For the $100 secret menu item, each player will be provided with an opportunity to undergo a trial for a permanent stat boost of their choice. That is to say, we will create, and I will create this with our person who donated, an entire encounter similar to what we did with Rob, and find a particular stat that they have. So let's say it's a strength stat. We might find a strength-based trial, and upon completion of said trial, that player will gain a permanent boost to their stat. Stat boosts are very hard and very rare in this, so giving every single party member a flat-out non-magical stat boost is a huge thing. So yes, that is our $100 secret menu item for today. Now, I did see a stream of stuff come up. So, Jennifer, you didn't mean to do the divine healing. Schooly Eye, I don't know if you can, but could we potentially refund that divine healing, please? Rob says, hey, would you like me to run a 3-shot of Pathfinder 2? You want to get into it? Yes, of course. Freaking, dude, just anything. Just yes, 100%. That's how it is. And don't forget, we also need to do Pathfinder 1st Edition, that fundraiser thing that we did, so we can get your monstrosity done through. Hello and greetings to Story Kobold, Cinderfang, good to see you guys. Sandhouse, you've got to go, but have fun, enjoy it, and say hi to your mum for me. Fancy Unicorn, Stinky Joe, Sirius Jax, is this regular Pathfinder or 3.5? This is Pathfinder 2nd Edition remastered. So, long story short, there's Pathfinder 1st Edition, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and then when Paizo decided to step away from all Dungeons & Dragons-based content, they made Pathfinder 2nd Edition remastered. So that's what we're playing. The original game, Curse of the Crimson Throne, is a Pathfinder 1st Edition adventure, but I've been converting it myself for my lovely Patreons. Here, look at them. Aren't they pretty? And for the chat, just before we kick off and just jump into the game, I just want to give another hello to these people. Let me introduce you to Twiff, who plays Padric, our gunslinger spellcaster. Holly, who is our cleric of Asmodeus, is unfortunately not here today, but she's played by Malakisa. Quinn, who is our investigator from the city of Korvosa, and aspiring or soon-to-be vigilante of the city, played by our dear friend Ayer Janasi. Dante, our Kitsune druid, who is trying to bring down a ring of drug dealers in the city as well, played by our friend Rykon. Agnes, our psychic matriarch, who from the city, who is kind of like the den mother of like the group, I guess, played by our friend Laura Bones. And our newest member joining our crew is Bronze, the Kolo warrior from the Badland tribes in Kayamaga and the surrounds of the Cinderlands. the group has recently come across Bronze after they found him being chased and attacked by other members of similar tribes. And I think that's kind of where we're at. The group has kind of ascertained that Bronze is hunting down a man known as the Cinderlander. The group has a vested interest in doing this as well, because the Cinderlander has been hunting down the barbarian tribes of the region. And, they could stand to not have that guy running around causing problems for everyone. So I think that's where we're at. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Fuck
Cool.
that guy.
All right. Well,
We're
without any
discussing it all civilizedly over a nice cup of tea.
yes, very, very civil. Now,
Surrounded by the dead.
all right. Now, let us then dive into today's game with no further delay. When last we left our epic adventure, our heroes had left their home, their family, their friends, leaving the city that they had called home. The queen, known as Iliosa, had used dark magics and dark powers in order to exert her influence over the city, whether it was through plague or her newfound evil forces. There was no place for our heroes and no way for them to save their beloved town from the clutches of the queen. After speaking with Neolandus, the former seneschal of the castle, who confirmed that since the late emperor's death, the queen had fallen ill to an influence of a strange and dark magic, our heroes set out to find out what they could about this evil force, and discovered it was the spirit, the angry, unsettled soul of a dragon known as Kazavron, whose remains were fashioned into the regalements of the royal house of Korvosa. It is believed that it is through these rare artifacts that the queen has fallen under its influence, and the only way to stop it is to find those who had defeated Kazavron in the first place, the Shoanti tribesmen. However, the tribes of the Cinderlands are not friendly to the folks from the city. War and many years of turmoil and prejudice have made them wary of strangers. As our heroes interacted with the Shoanti tribes, they managed to convince them to speak with the tribe of the Axe, those who held the history of the Shoanti, but only if they could prove themselves to not be Tashmek, to not be outsiders, and to be worthy of being shared this ancient history. Several trials lay before our heroes, the first of which was to regain the mark of the Thrall Keepers, the old slavers that once in ancient times kept the Shoanti imprisoned. Well, at the loss of one of their comrades, our heroes did indeed manage to acquire the mark of the Thrall Keeper. With one trial now done, our heroes need to figure out which of their tasks need next be done in order to prove their worthiness. But before they managed to decide where they were going, that is where they met Bronze, a Colo who is being attacked by other Colo. And it is here that our story continues, under the scorching sun of the Cinderland desert.
All right, so I think we've reached the point in the conversation. I know Agnes had been talking to this new person.
Mhm.
Hadrig is willing to lower the barrel, still keeping his gun in his hand. And says, so you're hunting the Cinderlander. Seems we may have something in common. We have a idea where he may be. I don't know if you have any more information on his location or anything, honestly, that can help.
Do I have any
Yes, you
information
do.
that they?
Very recently, Bronze, you had come across a large trail. Unfortunately, this trail is a trail of death. Several Shoanti barbarians, beheaded and piked, were found not too far from this location. It's about maybe 4 or 5 hours to the northeast you measure. The area is also well known for large insectoid creatures that sort of dig and burrow between the lands below. At this point, the two Shoanti barbarians that have been tasked to witness your trials start to talk to one another. Do any of you speak Shoanti? I think Agnes, you might. Do you?
And Quinn does as
And
well.
Quinn.
Yes.
And I do as well.
And Bronze. Okay. The three of you hear that they are talking about the Cinderlander potentially being in the territory of Cindermore. And that seems to bring them concern. They cannot speak of this. No, it can't be true. If the Cinderlander is where Cindermore is, we should tell. No, we shouldn't. We have been tasked with looking after the Tashmek until they have finished their trials. They continue to murmur.
Now, was the Cindermore another one of the trials, or is that something different?
It is. Cindermore was about recreating a Legend's accomplishment,
Right,
where
that was...
where you guys would be tasked with going and facing off with Cindermore and cleansing yourselves of your past transgressions against the tribes in the belly of their god.
So all I'm hearing is two birds with one stone.
Or
I
in this
agree, but I
case,
also
one-
heard in the belly.
Yes, the trial itself involves you being eaten by Cindermore and then cutting your way free.
Well, I mean, it's
Right.
not like we don't have experience with this kind of thing.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not an experience I really want to repeat, but
No, me
yes,
neither, if I have to be
we do.
perfectly honest with you.
Look, I think right now the focus is let's take out the Cinderlander. If this Colo can be of help, I mean, it's not like we've not had strange companions before. I'm willing to work with those who have aligned interests, provided they behave themselves. And gives Bronze a piercing look, like, you know, no gnawing on people's legs in their sleep or anything like, I don't know, whatever stories of the Colo he's heard growing up.
I will remind you that I grew up in Kairmaga, amongst other races. I'm not a wild animal, and I am not a savage.
The two barbarians look at you and don't appreciate the implication.
Yes,
Well,
they're
look
quite
back because they've
civilized.
been because they called him a monster earlier.
It's true.
This is true. Yeah.
Patrick is just happy that someone else is messing up all of the diplomacy and talking for a change. Be that as it may.
All right.
You know, we're giving you the benefit of the doubt, and I'm sure you have your eye on us as much as we have our eye on you. But
As
for
one
now,
shouldn't.
our interests are aligned. And if you know the way to go, I'm keen to follow.
Dante will transform back and then proceed to heal Patrick and Quinn.
Oh, thank you.
All right, not a problem. We're gonna give you guys a chance to heal up fully between the heals from Dante and the medical healing that the Shoanti will provide you from your previous trial. It takes you the better part of about an hour before you are ready, but once you are, you begin to head, following the trail. Let's see if this music is going to work. Maybe. I don't know. Do the thing. All right. Our heroes begin their journey. Can I get a
Patrick
survival
feels the
check?
urge. As you say, Patrick feels the urge to twirl a gun around his finger.
You do so. Can I get a survival check from everyone as you are following the trail of the Cinderlander?
Ooh.
All right. Now,
That's
in
just what
Pathfinder...
this city boy is great at.
That's it. Now, in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the DCs change varying based on what level the characters are, but also based on their training. So, as we can see here, on our list, everyone except for Padraig is trained in survival. So, both Agnes and Dante, as you are traveling, you notice a few of the markers that sort of stand out to you as relatively unusual, and manage to figure out that these are the trails that the Cinderlander is warning people to stay away from. So instead of moving around them, you begin to follow through them. And as you do, it becomes more gruesome, more depraved. Now, last week we had our secret menu item donation, which means that, unlike my original plan, in this session, you will get to ambush the Cinderlander. So, up ahead, over the ravine, you see among the arid rocks and other deserty structures and places. Sorry, I'm just pulling this up here. Ooh, let's do a bridge. I like bridges. Okay, here we go. All right. Ba-ba-bum. There it is. Okay, we have. Let's just draw the grid here. There it is. Good. There it is. We have Quinn, Patrick, Dante, who we need to make not a polar bear. Dante, there we go. We have Bronze, Agnes, Holly will be in tow, as will the Shoanti tribes folk, and of course our hyena companion, Kuvira.
I also have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How do familiars work alongside animal companions? Like, could
Generally they don't. I'd have to look up more details about it, but typically they do not get along very well because they vie for their master's attention at the same time.
Okay, because I also have a very Bronze also has a very tiny hyena hidden away in his scarf there, as he has a hyena familiar from his ancestry feed.
Is your familiar actually tiny?
Yes.
And a hyena was a valid choice for said tiny hyena?
It is straight up called hyena familiar.
It's a tiny one.
Yep. You gain a tiny hyena as a familiar. Hyenas serve gnolls as pets, trackers, and in your case, vessels for spirits.
Fair enough. Just weird that it was. It's tiny. Tiny is the size of a cat.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
All right.
I just thought it would be funny, you know, a big hyena with a smaller hyena with an even smaller hyena.
Everyone needs a
Agnes-
scarf hyena.
I think Agnes takes one look at that bridge and just goes, "There's no way I'm setting foot on that.
All right.
It's not even straight."
All right. Well,
It's straighter than me.
Prospector Pete.
now, on the bridge in front of you, you can see a man, his vest blowing in the wind, a large hat adorned on his head, and a repeating crossbow by his side, along with what looks to be a very big sword, a pair of axes, and a distant look on his face.
So, has he noticed us?
He's not. You have the drop, my friend.
I would like to use my natural 20 for devising a stratagem.
Very well. You may do so.
All right. So I'm going to load up my very last ensnaring arrow. And fire it upon him.
All right.
Using. Now, wait, before I do that though, I do have a question. So because it's an ensnaring arrow, it doesn't do any damage. It just ensnares him, yeah? Or does it also?
I believe it will only ensnare. It is a capture tool, like a net kind of thing. It sort of and webs them in place.
Okay. And that's what I'm doing.
All right. All right, and we're burning the nat 20 for it.
Yeah.
Now, did you want to coordinate with anyone else for that surprise round?
I think that
I will whisper to the others that I think this would be a good approach. Does
Pin 'em
anyone
down.
disagree?
hey, if you pin him down, it's easier for me to shoot him.
Going
We're not
into
trying to
range
capture him
before.
alive, right? We just want to take him out.
Yeah, the Shoanti will definitely do that.
I like it. Going for ranged before going in and beating the shit out of him.
All right, so that is what I do.
All right. Taking aim, Quinn, you focus your shot and loose your ensnaring arrow. As it flies through, it strikes him straight in the back and begins to stick him to the railing of the bridge. He turns his head to see you up at the top of the ridge line. He sort of like has this bit of tobacco in his mouth as he spits it over the edge. He does not seem scared or bothered, but he is ready to roll initiative.
This music.
And as we
Raw.
as we do, I would like to use that feat I have that lets me demoralize at the start of initiative.
All right,
Or-
make an
or
intimidate
what's
check
it-
as you attempt to demoralize him.
Yeah, let me read what it's called. Was it intimidating glare? No. It was one of my. No, not raging intimidation. Why can't I find it all of a sudden? Battle cry, that's what it was. So yeah, when I roll initiative, I can yell a mighty battle cry and demoralize an observed foe as a free action.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna demoralize them and make an intimidate check.
Yep, I'm. Oh. There we go. Nat 20!
Very nice. All right, he is intimidated. He gains the frightened 2 condition.
I would also like to use my reaction because of this for
Mhm.
invigorating fear. I gain temp HP equal to creature level or 3, whichever is higher.
All right, his creature level is 11. All right, beautifully done. However, I do have a way that I play this, and it is something that I've always done, and that is intimidation has 2 ways of working. One is it obviously makes someone terribly afraid of you. The second is it puts people on guard against you, and absolutely, he is on guard against you in particular, as you have given him a taste of like what fear is to come. So he turns his attention to you. Now, first of all, the Cinderlander has nature's edge, meaning that so long as you are in his favored terrain, everyone is considered to be flat-footed or off guard. So I'm just going to apply that to everyone here momentarily. Mhm.
Is he our level or lower?
He is higher.
Oh, okay. Well, then, damn, that completely negates one of my abilities.
Cool.
I also want to, before we get, while we're doing all this stuff, I want to position myself where I've got clean line of sight, and I'm, you know, kind of maybe a little towards the back here.
Sure. All right. Secondly, he also has no, he wouldn't need to apply that just yet. He does more damage if he's taken damage, but this is technically not damage. Neither of you have done that, so you've ensnared him, and yeah. All right.
Doesn't he gain the ensnared thing or whatever?
He does. All right. He takes out his crossbow. And as he does so... there he goes. He is immobilized. Done. As he takes out his crossbow, he turns and aims towards Bronze. He is going to begin with Crimson Vengeance, firing 2 bolts at you with his first action.
Oh, is this like a repeater crossbow?
Mm-hmm. The first strike, landing a critical hit for 39 points of damage.
And I will reaction.
We're not quite there yet. This is a single action, so there is a second attack coming your way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bronze, it's been so nice to know you.
I know, it was great. It was a lot of fun. And the second attack is a hit.
Of course.
With a combined 11. So that is 50 damage in with the first hit. So the idea is that this is actually 2 arrows with 1 hit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, what's your reaction?
Wounded Rage. So as soon as I take damage, I fly into my rage.
Sure, not a problem. As you do so, I need you to pick me a number between 1 to 5 as the crossbow bolts strike you one after the other. And you feel the weight of these crossbow bolts too. They are business bolts.
Let's go with lucky number 3. Or I guess in this case, unlucky number 3.
Oh. Unlucky number 3. All right. 1, 2, 3.
I swear to God, if it's decapitation again.
No, you take 2d6 persistent bleed damage.
Oh.
However, he also has weapon mastery. So both arrows give you persistent bleed damage, meaning you take 4d6 bleed per round.
Oh wow! I just realized where I am on the initiative order. Wow.
All right. Second action. He's gonna shoot Bronze again. And that is another solid hit.
Can I use my hero point and Kujira run up and or jump in front of the bolts for this one?
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
All right.
Yeah, for a hero point, sure.
Yeah, so he's gonna he and Kujira have like a synchronization going on, and he just, even though he's raging, he gives a quick whistle and she jumps up snarling and takes him.
All right. I'm going to redo that attack then, just real quick. Welcome in, by the way, to our raiders from the Dice Vaults. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Our group is currently hunting down a mad barbarian killer named the Cinderlander. Our heroes have instigated an ambush, and we are in our first round of combat. If you've got any questions about the story, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, or the characters that you're seeing on screen here, let me know and we'll fill you in. We are a very welcoming and an interactive community here. So, yeah, make yourself comfortable. Enjoy. I hope your game went well. I hope you're... what were you doing? Let's see. You were doing some TTRPGs. Tell us what you were doing. Tell us how your game went. All right. So, let's shoot Kuvira. All right. Kuvira, as she jumps out in front of you, bam, takes 17 points of damage. And with his final action, he's gonna, you guess it, shoot you again.
That one.
Ooh, that will miss, unfortunately. Shame. That's including the flat-footed. He has no damage from that. All right. The Cinderlander is now done. As Quinn, we now move over to you. You still have your bow ready from when you launched the ensnaring arrow, trapping the Cinderlander against the bridge. Though he is stuck in position, he does still have his heavy crossbow poised and ready, and a grizzled look on his face that tells you he's not really afraid of his situation. What do you do?
So you said he's got the crossbow, and what does he have? Melee.
It looks like he's.
Something.
It looks like he's got some pretty nasty looking axes.
All right, then I will aim with my crossbow and shoot it. Wait, hold on a second.
How come we're all off guard?
That is the Cinderlander's ability.
Alright.
Is as long as you're in his
Good to
favored
hear.
terrain, you are considered off guard.
Hang on. Let me pull up my map again. There we go, that's better. All right.
All right, what does Quinn, our investigator, do from up on the ridge? Launching your crossbow, it fires down and hits him.
All right. For a modest amount of damage. And I will fire again. I fear that's going to miss, isn't it?
A great fail.
How is it?
Yeah.
Might want to use a hero point for that.
I am going to use a hero point for that. I'd like to retake that shot. Come on. That's better. All right. And with my last, I'm going to sort of get behind these rocks a bit. Sort of
Get hit with a big ass boomerang again.
right between the rocks somehow. Those
All
axes
right.
are probably throwing axes. We just know that they're going to defy physics.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. They're gonna be like Captain America's shield, just with like axes instead. All right. That then brings us from Quinn to Agnes.
Okay, so Agnes is going to, you can see her like muttering to herself, and anybody that's even paying attention would realize it sounds like she's like calculating distances. And then she kind of just concentrates, and I'm going to amp this cantrip. And I'm going to cast Daze on our friend over here. It has 120 range, so it's,
Yep, that's plenty of room. Basically, the only thing you guys need to be aware of is there is a 40-foot discrepancy just between here and here. Just to get down from the ridge from where you are. But yeah, he does not make his saving throw and is dazed by your spell as your psychic energies collide with him. He just starts to see these like stars just over his eyes as he tries his hardest to kind of like focus and concentrate and shake it, but is unable to.
The spell cracks a target's mental defenses, leaving it susceptible to further psychic attack. The spell's damage changes to 5d10 damage. 2 seconds, let me just fix that. Clear dice. D10s. 5. Drop them in there. Okay. Up to 5d10s. If the target fails a will save until the end of its next turn, it gains weakness 3 to mental damage and takes a -1 status penalty to will saves. Okay, I can drop the 1 stunned on him, but I cannot the other mental will save. It's not set up for the amped version of the spell. I'll have to fix that. So we'll put the damage on. And boop.
Alright, the Cinderlander takes 27 points of damage.
Yeah, and then he gains weakness 3 to mental damage and a -1 status penalty to will saves.
Nice.
For, I think it's just a round. Like.
Alright, not a problem. I believe that leaves you with 1 action remaining.
Yes, which I'm going to use to also try and wiggle behind a rock.
All right, you wiggle yourself into cover and behind a rock. All right. Bronze, we're up to you.
All right. How high up are we again?
40 foot.
40 foot. And let's see. I've got 30 movement. So I'll be able to get like down most of the cliff, but I'll have to take like some fall damage, won't I?
If you jump off it, I mean, I guess. You have 3 movements, remember?
Yeah.
Or 2
so
in an action.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say it'll be 2 to get down. All right. How far could I get with my 2 movements? That'll be 60 feet.
Well, it'll be whatever your move speed is, multiplied by 2.
Well, that's what I said, 60 feet. So, but if we're so like, where would I be able to get to?
All right. Well, that would roughly lead you 5, 10, 15, 20 to there.
Ooh. Not close enough to hit. Well, then I guess I'll just have to launch one of my spears into him.
Okay, what's the range of your spear?
20 feet.
Well,
I mean, when I get down there.
Oh,
like,
right.
I'm gonna do the 2 move actions to get there.
All right, very well. You move twice, climbing down the cliff face. Kuvira will follow in suit. And you make your attack with your spear as you throw it in their direction.
Alright, let's hope this hits. Oh, of course.
It is a critical miss.
Well, there goes my spear.
Is that what you're worried about?
You might actually still have your spear. You could just have hit it in your foot.
Alright.
All right, give me a number between 1 to 5.
Number 3.
All right, number 3. Ooh, okay. Aim carefully next time. Until the end of your next turn, your actions require your attacks require an extra action to use.
So, Bronze, did you use your second attack? It says multi-attack 2 -5 on there.
What?
It does indeed.
That's weird. I used the first one. What's the
Let's just double check to be sure.
Because it should be, yeah, no, it rolled my +12 and so my +17.
Did you maybe accidentally pick up your 12 instead of your 17?
I might have.
Okay, well, that's okay. I mean, if that's the case, then we don't need to do the crit effect. You do still miss, though.
Yeah.
All right, and then you take 4d6 bleed damage. You take 15 points of damage as you begin to gush blood. Padrig, we then move over to you.
Oh, well, I'm lining myself up. So I am gonna take a shot. Summon a bullet into my rifle. And, well, let's go with
I'm going to jinx point.
fire.
And here's what's going to happen. He is going to use a reaction to fire at the same time as you, seeing the glint of your barrel.
Okay.
It is going to be a cross shot. Winner takes all.
All right. So, fulminating shot, fire.
All right, so it's your attack versus his attack. Whoever gets higher gets their damage.
Awesome.
But you still need to roll it against him, and he still needs to roll against you, because if you miss, then it's a miss. As the two of you aim down the barrels of your weapons...
Jesus. Can I want to hero point that. I know you jinx pointed me, but I rolled
yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
terrible.
I will. The hero point is perfectly fine. Keeping in mind, you do have to beat a 38, though.
Okay.
I mean, at least it won't. You know. Well, I mean, it will still crit, but yeah. Okay.
Right. Nope. I got it.
All right.
So 38 beat a 38. He rolled a 16 and got a 38. I need to roll an 18
All right. Let's do it. Hero points.
or higher.
Hero points there. Let's see if you can do it. Does he get the 18?
Nope. I get
No.
a 7. I got a 28.
Oh. All right. So the Cinderlander, as you fire your fulminating shot, your bullet and his bullet basically, and his bolt basically meet at the same time at the end of the barrel of your gun. There is a bang explosion in front of you, and the shrapnel from the arrow is what hits you in the face. Now, it is a critical hit, but I'm not going to do the full damage of the crossbow bolt having hit you, because he would have destroyed your bullet. So, not including the magical element to your bullet, how much damage do your bullets do?
So they're just magical regular bullets. So
Yeah, yep.
So do you want like my gun damage?
Yeah, just your gun damage without any like fire damage, etc., etc., etc.
So it's striking, and I'm shooting it two-handed. So I've got fatal aim. So it's 2d12.
Okay, could you roll 2d12 for me in chat? That is how much damage you will reduce this by.
I'm assuming my +4 doesn't
Yes,
apply
correct.
to that as well.
Yep. So that is 17. All right. So I'm going to roll the damage on you, and you are going to negate 17 damage. All right. So that's 40 points of damage in total from the blast. And you reduce it by 17. All right.
Awesome. That's all I got.
Okay. Oh, I did the wrong person. Hold on. 40 minus 17. There we go. Done. All right, much better. All right. No, the bolt. Sorry, to answer the question to the chat, the bolt is not stuck in the barrel. The barrel pretty much launched the bullet at the same time as the bolt, but he was slightly quicker on the draw, and the bolt shattered the bullet, which means that the bolt doesn't do as much damage, but it does manage to get through and pepper him with buckshot, basically, of the arrowhead. So there we go. At this point in time, Kuvira is, on the initiative, which shouldn't be here, but I'll move her up in a bit. But could I get a perception check from Kuvira, please? From our plot twist card, a fleeting glimpse.
Oh, there's my nat 20.
Nice. All right, with your nat 20. 20s for 4 PCs. Guys, thank you so much. All right, well, we've got 4 nat 20s coming our way, which will be 1 for Patrick, 1 for Quinn, 1 for Bronze, and 1 for Agnes.
Woo.
Which loads us up with these nat 20s, people. Thank you so much to our generous donator. Your kindness is well appreciated, you lovely and incredible being. Now,
Wait, what does
Kuvira.
it say has also?
Hmm?
Oh, never mind. I forgot your bot always says has also.
Oh, yeah,
unlocked.
the bot always says has, also has. But it was very clear that it wasn't for the secret menu item.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, what did the world's best girl find out?
There is a massive freaking jaguar. Hey, thank you so much. Dag needs an at 20. Thank you. Much
No,
obliged.
no, he doesn't.
Yay!
No,
We're playing with fire, people.
I just got this character. Let me show him off.
Oh, I mean, you will get to, and then he'll die a warrior's death. Now, behold Neverfar, a fire pelt cougar that is the animal companion of the Cinderlander. Stalking in the shadows, very few people know about this infamous and enigmatic creature because most people do not live to tell the tale. It is currently stalking the back of your group, and Kuvira has just spotted on the higher ridge the jaguar moving, poised to ambush the group. Kuvira, I think it's gonna come down to how Kuvira would communicate this.
Very, very weird question, but I think it can work. Obviously animals can understand each other, correct?
No.
If they are the same species.
Dante would be able to still understand them.
Well, no, I'm not talking about me and Kuvira.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my tiny hyena and Kuvira. They can converse because they're both hyenas, correct?
Yes, correct. I mean,
All right.
not in the same tangible way that you could say, "Oh, morning, yes, lovely day, isn't it? Oh, yes."
But
you know?
Kuvira could like growl in a way that Kuja could understand as danger.
Yes, but that would also come across to everyone else as danger. Like, for example, if Kuvira started barking at something behind the group, people would go, "I wonder what the Kuvira is barking at." And,
Okay,
know.
then yeah, she'll like be hyena yapping, staring off in that direction.
Very well.
I was making it a lot more complicated than it needed to be because I can converse with Kuja and Kolo, and it can converse back.
I don't know if she can
so-
converse back, but I get what you're saying.
Kuja can through familiar speech.
Yes, the familiar can, but not
Yeah, so
Kuvira.
yeah, that's what the idea was Kuvira talks to Kuja, Kuja tells me.
Yeah,
that
okay.
was
yeah.
You're
Fine.
playing
Making
a
a
game of
telephone game.
hyena
This-
telephone.
There's some
Yeah.
fun scenarios here.
Yeah, literally Chinese whispers, which would be hilarious.
pretty much. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, but yeah, Kuvira will start hyena yapping
Okay.
at that direction.
Dante, as the person who comes up next, you do indeed get a fleeting glimpse of the giant cat creature behind you.
Yep. Dante is going to use the combat medic to DC 20 heal on Patrick. Sorry, I got distracted because all roll happening.
All right, make it. Let's see it. That is a critical success. Roll 4d8 plus 10 healing on Padrig. As you watch Dante, as you watch Dante strapping you up, as he looks you in the eye and he's like, "Okay, now listen, Padrig. Whatever happens next, okay, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Okay, just grit and bear it. You're gonna be good, man. I'm right here with you, buddy. Just eyes on me, man. Eyes on me."
Something's about to eat me, isn't it?
Just why are you healing? Why are you healing me so quickly?
Do you want me to do a perception against its stealth?
Yes, please. Just don't turn
Whatever
around.
you do not panic about the giant cat.
Oh, you don't actually know exactly where it is. You do know it's coming, though. You do know something is coming.
I would like to cast Tortoise and the Hare on it.
You can't see it.
Oh, I can't see it? I thought I
You got a 24. Oh, no, wait.
22.
Oh, yeah, no, I got a 22. Sorry, I don't know why I saw the healing that you did as it stealth. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yes, you do see it. You do absolutely see it.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to target you know, why not? We're gonna target Bronze with the other half of it if it works.
All right.
Oh.
He critically fails. That means you critically succeed, so do your thing.
Yeah. It is slowed for 3 minutes. And then Bronze is quickened for 1 minute.
What's that do?
You get an extra action.
Action to step,
Woohoo, I can make 2 attacks.
Strike. Step, stride, or strike, and the step is essentially the free 5 movement that used to be in the first edition.
Okay. Hey, I can finally make 2 attacks again.
All right, Bronze is quickened, and the tiger is slowed. Also, pick a number between 1 to 5 for your critical hit.
2.
2? 1, 2. Here we go. The target is also poisoned and will take 1d8 points of damage every round. Your spell was toxic to it.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, you're a clicking on him.
Yeah, that'll be at the end of each of its turns that it'll take that poison damage. But yes. All right. Next up, the 2 Shoanti barbarians. I'm just gonna see if they make the perception check to notice the tiger coming, or the giant creature coming. No, and
all they see
no.
me is casting magic in a certain direction. Like, why did nothing happen?
Yeah, that's basically it. Keeping in mind they're mostly observing. They are referees to your trials, so they aren't really involved. But then we go to Neverfar, who runs in your direction, pouncing at Padrig. With a roar and a leap, Padrig, the claw comes out of literally nowhere with a critical hit. Ooh. Dealing 32 points of damage.
Damn, I'm glad I got healed, and I'm glad it slowed.
The second action it's going to use is going to try and use its claws on Dante, because Dante is the next nearest, but will miss. Oh, you're going to make me... McClover, you're going to make me re-roll.
What?
McClover.
Has it not only got 2 actions, though? Like, it moved and
Pounce
then
is a
slowed.
stride and a free attack as one action.
Got ya.
Yeah.
I thought he was
McClover making me re-roll. Re-roll my attack on Patrick. Fine.
Clover is my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a crit now.
It's so critical.
It was a crit before.
I know. It is still a critical hit, but I was really worried there for a second because it almost hit the 1. Oh, okay. McClover, Thank you so much. You are a legend. Divine intervention. Freaking hell. Always get me
Well,
to...
if the cat-
McClover makes me sweat so much sometimes because I don't know whose side he's on some days. I feel like he's mostly on your guys' side, though. I feel like, the lucky Clover is always there. All right. Pick a number between 1 to 5.
Oh, unfortunately, if that cat rolls another nat 20, that's its second in a
1.
row.
1? All right. Triple damage. Organ scramble. Jesus. Yeah, organ
I
scramble.
meant 2.
All right.
Organ scrambled.
I
that
clearly-
sounds like the special you don't want to order at a diner.
I like my organs like I like my eggs.
That's true. All right. That is 29 points of damage on top. Wait, that's not right. I'm gonna knock down 6 of those damage because
Yeah.
it
looks like
shouldn't have
crit
doubled
me again.
Yeah. It looks like it did. There we go. Done. Oh, no, I did the wrong person again. Okay, hold on.
Minus an additional 9 because it also doubled the bonus.
Ah, yes, thank you. So minus 15, so that is 62, 57. Okay, done. All right, done and done. All right, that was Neverfar, the fire pelt cougar, who then
Oh, at
takes.
least I know it's here.
Dante, you can roll the d8 if you would like. All right, Neverfar then takes 4 poison damage. We now go to the
I was
Cinderlander.
I was scared because it was on the other number for a few seconds.
The Cinderlander looks up from underneath his cowboy hat. Now, I don't know what Colo thinks he's gonna do. Trying to throw sticks in the middle of a crossbow fight. But I reckon I'm gonna send you and your pack of laughing dogs back to the burrow so you can go suck on your mama's teat and remember the day that you crossed the Cinderlander. Anything, Bronze?
Bronze just gives a very snarl.
That's a natural 1. I'm gonna burn that jinx point real quick.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah, I mean,
Because I laughed, wasn't it?
no. Just because of nat 1. I don't want a nat 1. All right. The first shot. Oh, sorry. I am going to be using the Crimson Vengeance thing. So this is going to be 2 arrows with 1 action.
I do have a question about that.
Yeah.
Are those magical or physical?
Physical.
All right. Since they're physical, because I'm raging with my Fury Instinct, they are physical damage is halved.
Oh, nice. Well, that'll only half after I do the full damage. Because that's the point of the 2 arrows being combined
Right.
as the 1. So that is a total of 42 points of damage. So you
did Otto have
negate 22 of them. All right. Very nice. Second action. He is going to keep aiming in your direction and take a second shot. Hitting you for... I'm just going to roll this off to the side so I don't just keep having to do that. So that is 8 points of damage if you are halving it. And with his last action, he's going to shoot you again. But this time... let's see how he goes. Oh. I'm gonna burn the nat 20.
So you want to kill me?
Yes. You're a barbarian
Fair
going
enough.
into melee range. Of course he does.
You know, absolutely fair. Hold nothing back.
All right, 33 damage, and you negate 15 of them.
Thank goodness for being Fury.
All right. All right, there it is. Picking up between 1 to 5 as the last bolt manages to strike you hard.
I'm just gonna keep picking 3.
3? All right. 1, 2, 3. Are you holding anything in your arms? No, you're not. And I don't want to take off your
I
arms.
am. Oh, well, technically, hands.
Okay, I can rip off your arms if you like.
No.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. You are skewered. You take triple damage and are slowed for 1 round.
Great.
Which just means that you won't get quickened this round, but it'll keep applying for 3 minutes after the current round. And you will take 1 more lot of damage, which will be at half, so...
I can
Yeah,
murder
because
a
resistance is
kebab.
half, correct?
Oh, man, I get it right. So this would be half. So that's another... 13, so that's another 6 points of damage.
Woo. And I'm still standing.
Yes, you are.
That's the song that's just gonna be on loop right now in Bronze's head.
All right.
You know, Elton John is his favorite bard.
That's fair. I like that. All right, Quinn, you're up. What is happening down below looks like it is very intense.
All right, I'm going to switch to Stormblade and move here.
Ooh, let's try.
And go after the kitty cat.
All right. Your lightning blade is pulled from its sheath as you strike, hitting big old bad kitty cat as hard as you can.
Oops, not that. Hold on 1 second. There's that.
He takes
All right.
7 points of damage, partially resisting your electricity.
Aw. What a clever cat. That's all I got. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you do notice that the strike does push him close to the edge of the cliff that you're next to. It is a 60-foot drop to the ravine below.
Ah.
All right. As Quinn meets this feline foe head-on with blade drawn and lightning crackling from her edge, Agnes, we then go to you.
Okay, so Agnes is gonna step out from behind a rock. And she's gonna target the Cinderlander. Now he's got -1 to his will saves still from the spell from the previous round. I don't know how to do that. Do I just add a +1 or are you gonna put it in?
Silence
Hello?
wizard.
Oh, silence wizard. I thought I just wasn't being heard.
Sorry, yes, you can have a +1.
Okay, so I'll just add it in the modifier. That's the easiest way. Okay, so she's going to attempt to cast Phantasmal Killer as she reaches forth with her mind once again into his. She's going to be really disturbed after reaching her mind into so many twisted people's heads. But anyway, he reaches her and tries to wrest his deepest fears to the surface of his mind.
All right, let's do this. Phantasmal Killer. He manages to resist.
Okay, well in that case he just takes 4d6 damage.
He sees the vision of his home being burnt down by barbarians, the Shoanti dragging his family away from their ranch and executing them, scalping them on the farmland fields of his family home.
He's still frightened one, so it shakes him slightly, but not as much as it could have.
Yes.
Oh, he also has weakness 3 to mental damage. So what does that do?
Oh, he'll take 3 extra damage.
All right, okay. And then that's gone now. That's just done for a turn. So.
All right, done and done.
And the frightened lasts for a round. So
yes, which he's got two rounds of frightened still left. All right.
Okay.
As Agnes invokes a very painful past from the Cinderlander, bronze, blood pouring from your orifices, and your now very new and open gut wound, we now return to you.
As injured as Bronze is, the fight's like getting him super. It's getting his Colo blood boiling, and he's getting like stupid hyped with the adrenaline. As I'm going to use my nat 20 with my sudden charge feat.
Nice.
So I get to stride twice, which should bring me into melee range, and that will let me just straight up gore him with my other spear.
All right, let's do it. Make your attack. Now, keeping in mind that does take you an extra action, so that is 2 of your actions already spent.
Yep. And I'm using the nat 20 for that, for the attack.
Yep. So roll your damage. Hold down left shift in order to drop the crit onto him. And then tell me what number you would like for your critical hits.
So he takes a lot. And, you know what? Number 3 again.
All right. 1, 2, 3. With your... What are you using? Didn't you throw your spear?
I've got 2 spears.
I've
got
cool.
one...
So you would have also needed to have taken a move action to draw your spear as well. So your 3 actions are...
I dual wield. I've got one in each hand.
Okay, yep, no worries. Okay, cool. Your piercing. Target is clumsy 1 until healed. As you chip into his bone when you stab him straight into his shoulder.
Also, because I'm raging, I get the critical specialization effects. He is target clumsy 1 again.
Oh, nice.
Until the start of my next turn.
Very nice. All right, he is clumsy 2 now. Brilliant.
All right, and so attacking required 2 actions because...
Correct.
Oh, and then because it used up an extra action because of the thing he did to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's just straight up my turn then, because sudden charge is 2 actions.
Okay, cool. Yep, not a worry. Okay. Kuvira is going to just stay on the defense. Padrig, we're now up to you. You are face to face with this furry, cute, biscuit-making death machine.
Right. So I see that it is close to the edge. So I want to actually move so that I am positioned here. I'm going to do I'm going to burn my nat 20. Well, I'll try and shoot him regular first, and then
that makes sense. Yeah, all right, go for it.
Right.
Make your attack.
So,
I mean, if you roll a nat 20, then you save yourself the nat 20.
Yep.
All right.
So
you
this
move.
is just a. Yep. I move. I summon a bullet into my gun.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what we get here. Yeah, no, it's a regular hit. I need a crit for this. So I'm going to burn my nat 20 and crit him. And you said it's left shift for the crit?
All right. Yes, it is.
Left shift. All right. That does 38 points of damage. I guess 33 because partially resisted. But there's two things for this critical. So one is my critical specialization, which is a DC 27 fort save, or be stunned 1. But more importantly, for the impactful rune that I have on this gun with the force damage, on a crit, it's a DC 27 fort save or be pushed 5 feet away from me.
Oh, damn. All right. Oh, he gets a 35 on that fort save.
Wow.
He is, however, stunned.
Can I switch those around?
If only.
All right.
And crit card.
Let's go with 5.
All right, with a 5, that is shit. And I'm gonna give you a better one. Triple damage.
Sweet.
Add 5 to the damage, and could you roll it again, please? Also, I'll be right back. I have the front door to deal with. I'll be 2 seconds.
Well, I can't heal. The funnier part about this is I can't heal bronze now because they moved from where they were.
Yeah. The even funnier thing is, I've only got 6 more hit points, 7 more hit points than Bronze does currently, and I've only been hit twice, but I got healed.
I also got that 20 like 3 times now.
Yep.
The fact that I am still standing is a miracle. You know what's even funnier? Kuvira has more HP than I do.
Okay, sorry about that.
That is funny.
He has 189. Yeah.
All right. All right. After Padrig's impressive shot, Dante, we go to you.
Well, I was planning to go heal bronze, but they moved to where I can't heal them anymore.
Unfortunate.
So I'm just gonna deal with the big ass cat, and we're going to take a move to move up, and then we are going to gouging claw. I'm going to use nat 20.
Oh, okay. Burning off all these nat 20s. Look at them go. All right. 44 points of damage. As you gouge the cat with your claw, it lets loose a painful yowl. That cat is not doing great. I thought it was going to do a lot better, but it did not. It has like 9 hit points left.
Number 4, it might not have any left.
Oh, number 4, that's true. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is slashing. You're correct. It is disembowelment. Do another lot of damage, please. A lot of the triple damages are coming out today. Oh, actually, that reminds me, before I forget as well, Bronze, you did take 46 bleed, too.
Yeah.
You take 11 points of damage, Bronze.
It is now dying.
He is not dying, but it is. The cat falls and slumps down, defeated. All right.
They got distant bowels, so now I'm just imagining its intestines slithering down the canyon wall.
Yeah, like blood dripping down, and yep. Frickin' did. The two Shoanti tribesmen that are witnessing all this are very impressed. You guys are doing super good. The Cinderlander. You killed my cat. I'm gonna kill your dog.
Yeah, you're next.
Did you just say you're next?
Yes, I did.
He's gonna shoot you in the head.
I mean, I expected nothing else anyway.
Cool.
Oh yeah,
go
he's
ahead.
definitely
Go,
shooting you in the
yep.
head.
Oh, crap.
Wait.
Nice knowing you, Bronze.
Oh no, he crit, which means he uses the deadly die as well.
He does. So 27 points of damage. Which for you had. I think you had less than 20 left, so.
I had 21 health.
You had 21 health left? So
Yep.
that won't be enough to kill you just yet, but he does get that second bullet to go in. Which let's do that one real quick. Yeah, that's a yep. So yeah, you're rendered unconscious with that second blow. So you are dying one as you are knocked down. That was his first action, which launched 2 arrows into you. Shit. Because here's the thing. If you hadn't said anything, he might have focused on other people.
No, that's fine.
No,
I
it's
have
not
told
that.
you before, I am all in.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not what you think it is. Because I'm not that GM.
Just shoot Agnes.
No. It's a case of you killed my pet, I'll kill yours.
Ah.
Oh,
the fact
and
that he's
Kuvira
still
was just
hit
sitting
me
there.
after being clumsy 2, stunned 1, frightened.
He's got no. Well, keeping in mind that frightened is equally as part as a threat. Oh yeah, he does get a crit card. Let's see, what's his crit card? I'm gonna presume 3 is your lucky number.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Triple damage again.
Decapitation, fort save or die. No, wait, no, that's wrong.
Oh.
Sorry, ignore me. That was the slashing one. Blah 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 blah. Nailed in place.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, he's basically
Just
pinned you on the bridge.
crucified.
Yeah, he's basically pinned you on the bridge. Okay. I'm gonna do a comfort level check. I'm gonna do this is like, I don't do these very often because I'm not overly comfortable with this, but I do like the role play aspect of it. I do think there is a potential challenge here that adds to a drama level, but the consequences of you guys failing this challenge are something I want you guys to decide as whether or not we do this or not. Does that make sense? Like, the Cinderlander's an asshole.
Yeah.
We know this. I don't need to establish how much more of an asshole he
If
is,
you
do
don't-
I?
If you don't manage to outright kill them, I can at least heal them.
No, it's not that. He is going to pick up the tiny hyena that Bronze has and drop it in the river.
I mean, it is the Find Familiar, isn't it?
It is a named pet companion, and it will die. Like, as in, like, if it's not saved from
Yeah.
the river. So,
Yeah,
but here's
no,
the thing.
it's not like a fine familiar thing.
Yeah,
it's
but
just
but
a
here's the thing.
familiar.
Bronze is unconscious and unable to do anything. You guys are up on the ridge line. It's his entire mentality right now is you killed my pet, I kill yours. But I am not going to do that if this is going to be an upsetting element to the game. This is a game for fun. This is a game for us to have a good time, not for me to play fantasy physics. You know what I mean? So, if anyone has any protests to this, let it be known now, because I am literally on that fence. And if anyone has any problem with this, we're not doing it.
I mean, I think it makes sense for the character.
I do too. Unfortunately, chat is silent on this.
Chat is
so-
very silent, and I can see why.
I get that as well, but from my perspective as well, is it's just like the first time he's playing the character, and I think to have something removed permanently from him on his first foray is a little.
It's harsh. It is really
Yeah.
harsh. It is absolutely.
It is a harsh consequence, but I see it as it is very something in character the Cinderlander would do. So as the person being targeted by it, I am okay with it. It's sad, but
Rykon, what about you? And keeping in mind, I'm not going to just have it be a hand wave death. You will have an opportunity to save the creature. But the
And the creature
risk
should get
comes...
a chance to save itself as well, since.
Yeah.
Well,
There
and-
will be chances, but like obviously, if that doesn't pan out, it's the consequence that we all have to kind of accept.
It's the 40-foot distance in this black bit that's posing the problem, because
Yes,
nobody
correct.
can get there in time.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not going to stop it from falling in the river, but there's going to be some time before it's, downriver and out of sight, etc., etc. Rykon, what about you?
I'm all right with it. It fits with how everything's going.
Okay, very well. With his final action, because he is stunned for this round, so he had 1 round of stun, the Cinderlander does indeed hear the whimpering cries of the... sorry, what was the familiar's name?
Kuja.
Kuja. The whimpering cries of Kuja in Bronze's jacket. He reaches down and picks up Kuja by the scruff of his neck, giving a very nasty eye, especially to Dante, who just eviscerated his animal companion, and releases Kuja off the edge of the bridge, who falls down into the water and is now doing that whole very frantic trying to doggy paddle as it is being moved downriver. Now, for the sake of our mathematics stuff, the river is traveling roughly at a 20-foot speed.
25, yeah.
The river is moving at 20-foot speed.
Oh.
That's easy.
Yeah. It is moving. It is moving down. It is not a fast-flowing rapid or anything like that, but it is definitely, obviously, taking it away. And that is what he does, as he is a dick.
See, here's the thing, though, is now this determines what I'm going to be doing.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, like I said, it's. We'll work on it. We'll figure this out. Okay. We're just gonna add. There's little Kuja.
Dante, you could turn into a shark and save him.
I was
That
actually
was
going
my
to.
thought.
I was, but then I'm like, it might not be deep enough because I will be a large shark. So I
it would
was
be
thinking-
deep enough, but I'd say the caution you would have is the shallows of it would be covered in rocks
Wow.
and stuff.
That's why I would be a snake.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. All right.
Because they have move speed, climb speed, and swim speed.
All right. What do you want to do?
Also in turn order, yeah. So it's.
Yeah, we're still in turn order.
Yep.
Okay.
So it is
Quinn.
Quinn's turn.
Oh.
I will swap weapons again.
Poor Quinn.
I know, right? And using my crossbow, devise a stratagem to hit. And it's gonna look like the roll will look like this.
Mm-hmm.
Or hold on. Because I'm gonna use.
Oh, what a stratagem!
Yeah.
And Dad
Nice.
can't do anything against it.
I can't.
It's a beautiful
So,
thing.
so do I just roll damage twice, or
Hold down left shift when you land the critical hit.
Yep.
okay? Left.
I did not spot the waterfall until I zoomed out. Yep. It was one of the reasons why I decided on that. Oh, dang. 47 damage to the Cinderlander. That bolt finds a very sensitive spot. I'm going to say it hit him in his knee.
I took an arrow to the knee.
Depends on what the
Nice.
crit card does.
All right. Yeah, give us the number for your crit card.
I would like a 3, please.
3. 1, 2, 3. It's lucky number 3 this time. Let's see. Tenacious wound. He cannot heal for 8 hours.
Ooh, that's
Eh.
harsh.
I
That
mean,
is
when
harsh.
he's dead, he will.
Hopefully
Because he
he won't
actually,
live
because he
at
actually
all.
does have a healing potion. All right, he may not heal
Okay.
for 8 hours.
I'm gonna go after him again.
All right, second shot. Oh, that will miss.
All right.
You could use your natural nat 20.
No, I'm gonna skip that, and I'm gonna
Or,
duck back
hero
behind the
point.
rocks like a craven coward.
Taking cover, because that guy's bullets do hurt for sure.
They do. Like he does some serious damage.
He does. Agnes, you are up next.
What's the 20 squiggle at the bottom?
That's how far away it is from the bridge.
No, but what's the squiggle? Feet. Is that a...
Oh, that squiggle? That's a 40-foot squiggle. So between one side to the other side of the squiggle is 40 foot.
Fine. Okay, well, regardless, Agnes is just simply going to cast haste upon her personage.
Gotta
Yeah.
go fast.
and then run 50 foot.
All right,
So I'll
5,
take
10,
it somewhere
15.
in the middle of here, I think. 'cause
No,
that's
it'll take it to the
40.
other side cleanly.
Alright, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Kuvira is like trying to stand over Bronze to protect Bronze from more damage. All right. So 2 actions to use haste, 1 action to run down the hill. Agnes, you can
It's
see.
2 actions to run down the hill, because it's like hasted myself, so I just strode
Oh
twice.
yes, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. What's your move speed then? Shouldn't it be 50
Mine would be
foot?
25 normally,
Yeah.
25, but I'm hasted, so that means I get to go 50. 'cause I
Yeah.
get
So
an
you
extra
so you've got
action.
1 more action.
No, because it's 2 to cast haste, and then
Yep.
2 strides, so that's 4 actions.
No, but hang on. If you've got 2
And normally you
strides.
just get 3.
Oh, so your movement speed doesn't naturally increase?
I don't think so. It just says you
Oh,
get the
okay.
quickened. I don't know what the quickened action
Oh yeah, no.
does.
Quicken gives you Quicken gives you the extra action. That's fine. I thought it increased your
yeah.
move speed. That's fine. My
No,
bad.
I
My
don't
bad.
think
My
it
bad.
does.
All right,
okay.
Bronze.
It's so different than what I used
My flat D20.
on bronze.
It is your flat D20. That is not enough. You are now dying 2. Actually, just go to dying 3 because you are also bleeding.
Yeah.
All right.
Luckily, I have Die Hard, so.
That is not going to help you. Okay. So, Bronze. Who is your deity? Who is your god?
I wouldn't really say that Bronze has just one. I guess the one that he would relate to the most is Shellin, because he does growing up in such a in areas so full of diverse culture, he just sees like a natural beauty in the world.
Okay.
Look, I didn't really think that this far ahead.
I kind of tell a little bit. Not
okay.
gonna lie.
So
A
reason-
barbarian worshiping. Okay, so I'm just trying to think, because normally what I would do here is I would give you a afterlife scene where you interact with a arbiter of your particular god or goddess. Given that it is the god of love, art, and music, in Elysium, your barbarian Kolo finds themselves in a large, like almost like Olympian style sauna. And there are people cavorting and singing, minstrels dancing, You could see that there are people playing all manner of games, feeding each other with grapes and other sweet meats as you find yourself in this very unusual paradise. You are a little bit out of place as you are dressed in your barbarian attire, with your spears adorning your matted fur, as you are approached by what appears to be a very golden-looking fairy with rainbow-colored wings. They seem to have a harp. As they approach, they look you in the eye and say,
Welcome. It's so nice to. Oh my god. Hi. Are you in the right place?
I don't know.
Well, if you're here, you must be a lover of all things fine and arty, and you must have some deep love of something.
Why'd you say deep so many times?
That's because it's in there, I'm sure. Do you know how much blood you're covered in?
Yeah, I was kind of shot a lot.
Ah, it sounds super violent.
It was, but this is the first time I felt peace.
Well, nonetheless, we want to welcome you to our home in the stars. And we hope that, we hope that you pull through. This is kind of like a waiting room where you can reflect on life, on love, on music.
Is there a way I can get cleaned up before I, reflect for eternity?
Oh, yes, please. I mean, yes. Yes, there is.
No,
Please
believe
follow
me.
me.
Okay, yeah. Gladly.
You are taken over to the baths where you are given a fresh change of clothes and the opportunity to sit and soak in what is effectively like a cleansing cream bath with scented rose oil and kind of like just these like incense sticks that are blowing and just kind of making you feel like you're being very, very pampered. You see that there's some fairies that come out with some shampoos and they start to like sort of scratch your fur, and you watch as one of them sort of looks at the other, shrugs their shoulders, and one of them replaces the comb with like a wire brush, and they start digging into your fur as they're pulling the blood and bones out of it.
just with every pull, it's just ow. Ow. Ow.
Yep, exactly. So yeah, that is what is happening in your afterlife.
I promise, if Broads pulls through, I'll think of an actual reason for why he likes showing.
Sure. Okay. Back to our glorious combat. Padraig. The Cinderlander is still kicking, but he is on his last legs.
Let's see if I can do something about that. Steady myself, take aim, summon a bullet. Whisper burn down the barrel for a fire fulminating shot.
All right.
And that is a crit.
Nice.
All right. I got nothing. I'm empty. I got nothing. Let's do it. Padraig, finish this in the only way we know Padraig can.
You used it all up on that one just to use on bronze.
There it is. Boom! For 51 points of damage.
Holy schnapps.
The Cinderlander chums the waters as you rip his entire upper body from his belt buckle upwards. Is just gone. It's just
Smoldering corpse. The rest is just kind of sitting there burning. Pants on fire.
There's this moment where the Shoanti barbarians that are with you let loose a cheer. Excitedly, the Cinderlander, their boogeyman, is dead. Once and for all.
I'll turn to them.
Just died.
Sorry, what?
My headset just died.
Oh, did? Oh.
All right. So Patrick will turn to the Shoanti and say, "I'm sorry, I was going to try and save his head for you guys to stick on a pike. I hope his legs will do."
They will say yes. All right. With
Now
the death.
for a pressing matter.
Oh yes, we'll come to that. With the death of the Cinderlander, there's still the matter of the young familiar now being swept away by the waters. There is also the dying of our poor Colo friend on the bridge. Will he survive? Will we see a new character? Find out next week when we return to Curse the Crimson Throne. Guys, thank you so much for coming and joining us. I hope you had a great time. I know I did. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week, doing all the cool, wacky, wonderful TTRPG stuff. It is always so wonderful and amazing to get to hang out and spend some time with you guys. And whatever you happen to be doing the week, I hope that it brings you much joy and much fulfillment. We're going to go and raid, but who are we raiding? ADHA. Let me try that again because I can speak English. ADH Adventures. Aha, I got it. There it is. I can English good. We're gonna go and join and hang out with these dudes. We have not hung out with them before. They are friends of the channel, especially Sphinx, who is the Circle DM, is a wonderful and amazing little bean. Who we haven't raided before, so we're gonna go and raid these guys. Go hang out with them. Send some love, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. We will see you guys next time, which will be Wednesday for Careful Cantrip. We might be doing stuff tomorrow. Don't lock anything in, only because it'll come down to where my time management skills go. It'll be like we might do a community hangout. We might not. I don't know if I'm going to make them weekly or monthly. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Till we meet again, as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, and as always, game hard or die trying. Bye, folks!
Goodbye.